code at work, am I a coder? And if I come up with algorithms, am I a programmer or am I a developer? These three definitions can be very confusing, especially for those who just entered the career of software development or those who are learning to become software developers. Because some of the boot camps about different programming languages, they say these are the coding boot camps. Other boot camps say they are programming boot camps. And similarly, third ones say that these are the courses or the job descriptions for developers. So whom we should trust really? Are we coders, are we programmers, or are we developers? In order to understand the difference between these definitions, it's important to understand that if you know the programming language, you know how to write in this programming language, but you don't know how to put together algorithmic constructs to write in this language. So you find out about algorithms from somewhere else, and then you just put them in the appropriate programming language. So you have the skeleton of the application, for example, and you just code everything for this application in a certain programming language and put it together. So this is, in essence, the main difference between a coder and a developer. Coder is a person who is proficient in at least one programming language. Coder might not necessarily put together algorithms, except those which are very simple in the programming languages. And they usually rely on the skeleton of applications, on the higher level software developers, in order to be provided with algorithms, with the underlying logic of applications, and provide the code for these applications. Coder equals junior developer. It also might equal junior programmer. So for the job of coder, you don't need to put together logical constructs for applications. And usually coders work under supervision of software developers, or they are being outsourced the job that programmers and software developers don't have time to do. When it comes to programmer is sort of the more philosophical standpoint, the more philosophical position in software development, because programmers can put together an underlying logic for the application. So as long as they know the logic and they know the algorithms, they can translate it into programming languages. Because if you know even a bit about programming, you might recall that you can construct different algorithms in different programming languages. So as long as you have the logic, the construct, you can just put it together into different programming languages. This analogy can be compared to building a house. For example, here in the UK, the houses are mostly brick houses. Somewhere else, the houses can be cement houses, or the houses can be, say, from different structure, different building materials, you see. And as long as there is an architectural structure of the house, it doesn't matter, well, it does matter, but it can be built using different building materials. Similarly, it's with the programming languages. Programmers know the logic, so whatever the coders do depends on the programmers. Without the logic, coders can't put together the code, mostly. So programmer is really the higher level definition of a position in programming, in coding. And the third position is developer. Developer is someone who knows both. So it's the person who can code, who knows the programming language, and who knows how to put together an underlying logic, the algorithms for the language. So developer is sort of the mix of both and sort of more independent structure within the software development. A developer can become a leading developer on a project of an app, not only developing the components, but sort of overlook or manage the app development. And the developer usually has necessary skills. When they know the algorithm, they can put together constructs, and they know more than one programming language. Usually one might be enough. More often than not, developers know more than one programming language. I hope I was able to explain you the difference between these three definitions because it can be confusing at times. Don't forget to check out my video about 5 most common certifications for developers, and see you soon. Bye!